Hey, for any Cristiano Pinaldo fan out there, hey, Pinaldo fans, FIFA created the Finalissima because, FIFA boy Messi needs some extra trophies. Are you sure the UEFA Nation League wasn't created so your little boy Cristiano Ronaldo can win some extra Tim Pot trophies? Otherwise, he wouldn't be able to win. He'd be stuck with one international trophy his whole career. Are you not sure that FIFA didn't create the UEFA Nation League to help Ronaldo get some manufactured international trophies? After all, you want to use that logic for Finalissima? Let's ask the same logic for the Tin Pot glorified exhibition Mickey Mouse UEFA League of Nations trophy. And now it's not a real competition. And let's ask this other question too. If FIFA was all about giving Messi trophies, how come they didn't create the Carnival League of Nations? Isn't that an extra trophy? This competition existed long before 2022. What was it called? The Artemi Franchi Trophy? It's a simple concept. You have a winner of Copa America up against the winner of the Euro to determine who's the best team across the Euro and the CONMEBOL tournaments. Who's the best between the champion of the Americas and uh, the European Championship? So that's the real question Cristiano Pinotto fans should be asking themselves. How come this trophy was created for Cristiano Ronaldo? You want to play that game with Finalissima? I'll play the same game with League of Nations. As an Italian football fan, do I really prefer to win this League of Nations than winning the Euro that you play every 4 years? I'd much rather call myself European champion than League of Nation champion. There's a reason why the first League of Nation was hosted at Portugal because that trophy was created for Ronaldo. That's why the first League of Nation it was held at Portugal, the Final Four in the final, because it was a trophy created for Ronaldo. And so congratulations. Now you did win it. And Portugal was the best team because Ronaldo plays on the most stacked team in the world. And this is the reality. So you should have won this League of Nations. You have the most stacked team in the world, and yet you continue to be big, epic, giant failures. What's Portugal? What are they going to be when at the end of the day, they're going to have some flair? They're going to be a stacked team, but what they don't have is the grinta, the grit, and the ability to suffer all the way to victory. That is the heart of a lion and a champion is something that you can't ever take away or underestimate from Argentina. They knew how to suffer in a penalty shootout. They knew how to suffer in extra time. They knew how to suffer against France towards the death, towards the very end of the match. This team is as cold blooded as can be. They have an it factor needed to win these matches to the very death. And also, Emiliano Martinez, his truly. And I think that we will see them in the final in 2026. I mean, you're thinking Messi's two World Cup finals, they both have to be box office, defending champion France, Mbappe, two straight finals. Nobody can beat France. Nobody can beat France. They're going to go back to back, right? Oops, Argentina and Lionel Messi said otherwise. You guys are not going back to back in the most exciting of finals, 3-3 penalty shootout. In almost a go-ahead goal for France, practically with a minute left in stoppage time of extra time. I know we will play England. I know we will. That is a given. I'd be stunned if we don't play England at some point. But if you're talking about a matchup that produces lots of hype, Argentina, England don't really produce the hype. England, we all know, was crap. Seeing them play in the Euro, they're obviously crap. Argentina going to beat up that side easily. And of course, it's entirely predictable matchup because they're not going to lose to England after Maradona's death. And Messi, that's one extra team he gets to beat. But Portugal, you get a Ronaldo and a Messi in the final. You get the PSG stars. Then people start to doubt and underestimate Argentina. And Argentina are at their best when they are underestimated, as they were against France, as they were against UEFA, against the Netherlands. And if you're going to sit here and write off Messi in Argentina and say that no one's going to stop Portugal because of PSG, because of João Neves, because of Nuno Mendes, because of Vitinha, and because of Ronaldo, and because of Gonçalo Ramos, because of the center back, Ruben Diaz, then you're in for a rude awakening. Now, Argentina, a golden generation that can beat France, that can beat the Netherlands, that can beat Spain in next year's Finalissima, that can beat Portugal in the World Cup final, that can beat England or Germany at some point in the knockouts, that can beat Italia in the Finalissima, that can beat Modric in Croatia. Yours truly, Argentina, with Lionel Messi, have beaten every big country in Europe. And this includes his whole career. This includes Switzerland. This includes Belgium in the quarterfinal, I think, of 2014. So there's a couple of sides that Messi has yet to play against in a competitive match. Austria, England, and Portugal are the ones that come to mind the most. So when we think about a team that Messi is going to play in the final, I believe it's got to be a team that he hasn't faced off in a competitive match yet. Portugal, he only played one match against Portugal in a friendly, one match against England in a friendly 2005, but he's yet to play a competitive match against England and against Portugal. And then could he get revenge against Germany? Never say never. We could. See, he beat all the other ones. Hopefully we'll beat Germany. Hopefully we'll beat them in the round of 16 or the round of 32. And also Italia going to go deep into they'll go to the round of 16. That'll be the Cinderella story early on. Of course, there's one other team I forgot. So Messi played Iceland in the group. But who's to say if we played all the team with cross logos? We play Iceland. Who's to say Messi against Holland and Argentina, Norway? So never say never. I'll include Norway into the list. I'll include Norway with Austria and Portugal and in England. So I believe we're going to get some new countries in there. We also beat Poland in the group. So, the concept, the notion that he can't play against UEFA. Well, in his career, he's played against almost every country in the UEFA. And I'll include Turkey for the sake of it too, because they've got a pretty decent side. So I'll include Turkey. But the fact is, Messi has won 3 major tournaments. Ronaldo only one. We don't count the Mickey Mouse glorified exhibition UEFA Nation League. That's what it is at the end of the day. It's a glorified exhibition. I didn't see any players from Spain crying at all because at the end of the day, it's a glorified exhibition. And when it all counts, Lionel Messi is the guy who has led the greatest generation of them all. We must conquer the Spanish 2008 Euro 2010 World Cup and 2012 Euro. I don't think we've conquered it with the Finalissima victories. Those are nice bonuses, but we can conquer the Spanish golden generation from 2008 to 2012 by getting that World Cup. So as I like to say, we always want more. We must always be greedy, and we must be the greatest of all golden generations we witness on planet Earth. This is something that you'll be able to tell your grandkids, the greatest football team ever that could not be beaten through 4 major tournaments, that could not be beaten from 2021 all the way through 2026, 5 years. 5 years. So they last lost in 2019. And so they won't lose another major tournament until for 9 years later. 9 years later. 9 years, because after the World Cup, it's Copa America 2028. So they won't lose a tournament until 9 years later. Then Brazil will probably win the Copa America 2028, because when Messi's career is over, they'll go through a natural cycle. Let's not forget they went 28 years without a trophy, but the party ain't done yet. Argentina are here for more. And I think the first year of the 32-team format, Maradona won the World Cup because they changed the format from the 2 groups in 1986. So this is the year of a new format. We go from 32 to 48, and just like Maradona, Lionel Messi can win the World Cup in the first year of an entirely new format. So that's another interesting parallel to Maradona's victory and then Messi's next victory. So here we go. I mean, I can't wait till the World Cup group draw. We know what the possible permutations and combinations for the knockout is. And then, of course, we are 13 months away from final. We are a year away from the World Cup. Wow, we are almost there. A year later. Oh my God. Mamma mia. Ciao, good night. Ciao ragazzi, good night. And always back for more. If anything comes up in my mind, I'll be sure to upload it. But I think I'm just as I say, I think I've already said enough about X or Y, then the next thing you know, something else comes up. So as always, Famos Argentina, the invincible Messiah, is finishing his career unbeaten. We can't even lose the Copa America final even after Messi gets injured. Argentina are here to stay.